Hello everyone, welcome to Botany optional channel for the UPSC examination. In today's video, we are going to see how to label the diagrams properly. As you may have know, if you have Botany optional, you have to draw the many diagrams in the mains examination. And there is a method that how we should label the diagram in a very proper way. There are some rules which has to follow to get the maximum marks. So in this video, we are going to see how we can properly label the diagrams and properly represent our answer in the UPSC mains examination. So let's get started. Now the very first thing you have to remember is to draw the diagram on the left side of the page and label it on the right side. And to explain this, we have here two pictures, that is picture number 1 and the picture number 2. In picture 1, we have labeling on the left side, while in a picture 2, we have labeling on the right side. So the labeling on the left side, as you can see, is not looking psychologically accurate, right? Every examiner has their own psychological views about the answer. And if you label on the left side, you are just giving the hint that something is wrong, although there is accurate representation of your diagram. All right. So in order to have the correct point of view of an examiner, you should label the diagram on the right side so that it can be easily seen and observed. All right. So you should not label the diagram on the left side, but you should label the diagram on the right side. That is, this is the answer sheet of your UPSC mains examination, and you have written down the 2 or 3 lines, and then you have to draw the diagram. Now you draw the diagram on the left side of the page and label it on the right side, and then write the explanation below as well. All right. So this page looks very accurate, right? Like fulfilling page. That is, every part of the page has been covered. And now, on the other hand, if you label the diagram on the left side of the page, it will not look that accurate, right? So while writing down the answer, you should use the your complete page, and to give diagram somewhere in the middle, you should draw the diagram on the left side and give the all your labels on the right side, so that your page will look very accurately symmetrical. All right. And to draw the diagram, the blank pages are very good pages to draw the well labeled diagram. And fortunately, in UPSC mains examination, we have blank pages for writing the answers, right? So the very first rule you have to remember that you should draw the diagram on the left side of the page and label it on the right side so that it will look symmetrically accurate. All right. Second thing you have to remember that try to maintain the alignment of the labeling. Now, see how we can maintain the alignment in the labeling. Now, see the picture number 1 and picture number 2. You can compare these two pictures. In the first picture, there is no alignment to the labeling, but in the second picture, we have alignment to the labeling. Now, alignment simply means the labeling is aligned in a particular way. Now see, here the cell membrane has showed, and below this accurately we have vacuole, then rug endoplasmic reticulum, then Golgi complex. All these labelings are comes one under the another, and they are going right down. All right. So the linings are accurately measured, and the below line is exactly coming parallel to the above line, right? And the distance of the line coming to end at the same point. And due to this, all this labeling is seen to be in an alignment. But on the other hand, in the picture number 1, we have one labeling on the one side, while the another on the other side. This does not look in a alignment. So you should label your diagram in an alignment in which you should consider your linings. They should come one under the another, and they should run parallel with each other, and at last they should end at the common point. All right, that is one below the another. This will give your diagram a very superior look as compared to the diagram which does not have an alignment. So second rule you have to remember is to try to maintain the alignment to the labeling. Now the third thing you have to remember is always use scales to draw the lines. Now see in the first picture, you can see the drawing of lines is done by the using the scales, so that you will get the very straight line. By using the scale, you can draw a very accurate and straight line. But if you, on the other hand, if you don't use the scale, then it will look like this, and this will create the bad impression. So you should always use the scale while drawing the lines on the diagram. All right. So the rule number third is very easy, to use scales while drawing the lines. Now let us see the rule number four, that is the labeling should have horizontal alignment and you should avoid the vertical lettering. Now see, in this diagram, the labeling is completely horizontal. That is, they are writing all the labeling in a horizontal row and they do not using it in a vertical lettering. Vertical lettering means if you want to write the rug endoplasmic reticulum, you write like this, that is rug, then endoplasmic, and then reticulum. You should not do such a thing. You should always write it in a horizontal way. That is why in a very first point we have cleared that you should draw the diagram on the left side of the page so that you have enough space to write down the labeling on the right side of the page. So and this will also avoid the vertical writing of an labeling. So you should always write the labeling in an horizontal way, or it should have a horizontal alignment. It should not be in a vertical alignment. All right. Now let us see the fifth point. Labeling intersections should be avoided at any cost. Now see in a picture what is wrong here. That is the one labeling showing the vacuole and another label is overlapping the vacuole label and showing the phosphate granules. So it is a very wrong way to label the diagram. The labeling should not intersect with each other. And sometimes you have seen in the diagram we label like this. So this method is also a wrong method. You should have always the straight lines to label the diagram. All right. And it should not intersect with the another labeling because intersecting labeling will scientifically make you wrong. So you should always avoid the labeling intersections. All right. In a summary, we have seen the first point in which we have discussed that the diagram should be on the left side of the page and the labeling should be on the right side of the page. Then we have seen the second point, that is try to maintain the alignment in an labeling. That is the well alignment give you the very good look to your diagram. Then always use scales while drawing the lines for the diagram. Then labeling should have a horizontal alignment and you should avoid the vertical lettering. And at last, we have seen the you should avoid the labeling intersection at any cost. So I hope you like the lecture. Please like the video. Please share this video with your friends who are studying the botany subject, and please subscribe to the botany optional channel for the UPSC examination. And friends, if you have any doubt or say question, please mention them in a comment box. We will discuss every question in a comment box. And with this, I would like to tell you that very soon we are going to start the Telegram channel. And once this channel got started, we can discuss all our queries at a very common point. That is all the queries related with the botany subject. Friends, if you are studying for the botany optional subject for the UPSC mains examination, I would request you to study regularly for at least 5 to 6 months. If you start studying right from this month, you should study this optional subject for at least 6 months. And within 6 months, both the paper, that is paper 1 and paper 2, will got completed and you will find your command on both these papers. But this study of 6 months should do in a very systematic way. That is, you should have your own timetable. And without the timetable, you would not able to complete this syllabus in a very proper way. That is, you should have timetable on which date, which topic we have to cover, and to have time for the revision of the same topic. All right. That means you have to prepare the topic, then you have to revise the topic to remember that topic, and at last we have to give some time for the revision as well, so that we will have our tough grasp over this subject. Because as you know, the optional subject always provide you the opportunity to higher up your marks in a UPSC mains examination, right? So you should take very seriously these subjects because these are scoring subjects and will give you the very high amount of marks in UPSC mains examination, which consequently can also result into the higher post in the final selection. All right. So I request you to study constantly, have timetable, and have separate time for the revision so that you will have your total grasp on the paper 1 as well as on the paper 2 for botany optional in the UPSC examination. Again, I want to thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.